Ali Baderk, Beijtritten.
What up, G's? It's your boy Prophet74. Today we're gonna build the Raspberry Pi Zero built on the cartridge, and we're gonna show you guys what to do step by step. First of all,
Benjamin joined.
hey Benjamin, welcome to the club, man. Welcome to the stream. Today we're gonna build this Raspberry Pi in the system step by step. You don't need these things here, but it'll work if you have something like this. I do have another tool that I'm looking for right now at the moment that I temporarily misplaced, but it always shows up in the last minute, of course. And it's the cables that we're looking for. But right now we're gonna continue with the build, and I'm gonna show you guys what to buy if you guys ever need something like this. Yeah, we'll just start with the build. How you guys doing? We're just gonna wait for a couple minutes before we start, guys. I'm trying to gather all my stuff here in front of me so I don't have to be moving around. I have all the tools, but there's some special tools that you need to open the cartridges, and I'm gonna show you guys exactly what you guys need. There's a couple things that you need to do first, you know. And let me see if I could move the table there. Here, that's better. So I'm gonna display the stuff here. Now you do need to buy these. These are to open the cartridges, and they're difficult to find because if you guys see them, let me see if I could bring the camera a little bit closer. They're like, there it is. It's like a star, right? It's a little difficult to open up. See that? A larger one. This is to open the Super Nintendo cartridges and the regular Nintendo cartridges. So it takes a bit of both to do. Let me get the cable real quick. Here we go. I found them. Like always, last minute stuff. Always find them. So my recommendation here, let me open a couple things here up so you guys can show. You need a glue gun first of all too. And you need to purchase this USB that I'm going to show you guys right now. So first, this is critical. These tools, if you could open the cartridge without the tools, hey, more power to you. Because this is a little difficult. So I'm going to show you what I bought. I bought this USB adapter. Let's see if I can put it in there. It's like 1, 2, 3 connections, 4 connections into one. All right. So you can have multiple connections USB. And I'm going to open it here so you guys can see it. See how it goes like that? It all bands together. There's the only thing that you don't have is an HDMI in here, but I got that cover. I got the cover too. So you are going to need an HDMI connection. That's important. And I'm going to get that connection out here so you guys can see it. Yeah, it's right here. This is the HDMI connection that you're going to require. I do have a thinner one that I'm looking for, but we're going to go with that one. And it's a little thick one right now. If you guys see it, it's pretty thick, but and it's a micro HDMI connection. If you guys see it. And then I printed these out in 3D. So just to let you know, I did some printing on it and make sure that this is going to fit in there. So let's open this up. These are not that expensive. They're like $2, $3 for a piece. It took me almost a month to get them because they came from wish.com. And the way it works is pretty much you set all these things up in here like a puzzle piece. You know, see how it goes? But I'm not going to have every single one covering, of course, you know. Let me see. It goes on this side. Sorry about that. So all these 3 go in here. We're going to have the skip one right here because I don't have an extra connection for that one. And then we're going to have the HDMI, of course, in here, somewhere in there. I might have to trim it down a little bit because it's not fitting. But it's fine. It's fine. We could trim it down a little bit. Trim it down just a little bit. And then maybe even cut it out a little bit with a blade. And I know it's a thick one. I know I have a thinner one somewhere around here. And if I can find it, we'll use a thinner one instead of the thick one. Oh, I got it here. So we can use the thin one. And they make different connections for different HDMIs, of course. And one of them was this larger one. So we're going to set it up all together. And we might have to contribute to switching on this side better. Because this pretty much fits on this way. And I might have to cut a couple sections out. And then move it to the left because I think I printed it the wrong one. But it's fine. As long as you have something in there. And I think it's going to go on this side. Yeah. We're definitely have to put it on this way. So first of all, we're going to open it up. We're going to start opening it up. How you guys doing? How's everybody out there, man? Ali, welcome to the show. Benjamin, welcome to the show. Thank you guys for coming here. And you guys want to learn how to do certain things like that. How to do little smart hacks. That's what I call them, you know. So let's go ahead and remove this stuff first. I'm going to remove all the stuff that we need. Move it to the side. And I have the Magic Johnson. I bought this for $5. I bought it at the swap meet. I don't even know why I have the damn thing, you know. I'm going to take out the sticker too and replace it. We're going to replace it. So on this thing, you need something like this to open it up. This is for the larger cartridges. Just to let you know, this is for these cartridges right here. These Super Nintendo cartridges. It's like they give you two different ones for two different systems. But I bought these sets because they're necessary. I'm gonna need them one of these days, you know. So you got to make sure that you have to fit this in here, and we want to remove the game system, and we want to remove everything that's an obstacle course, because when we put all that stuff in together, it's gonna enclose in here like let me see if I can show you guys how it's gonna be. So the cartridge is like that. It's gonna be something like this inside. This is gonna, I was gonna drill it in, but we're just gonna glue it together, and above it a little bit, and all the cabling is gonna be coming out from this system out in here. And of course we're gonna try to see if we could curve this one, so like that, somewhere on there. So everything's gonna fit in this system, and then all you have to do is plug in your controller, which is your NES controller that you want, that you purchase, and give it a go. I mean, people are like, wow, you know, you're gonna play and you're gonna bring in this cartridge to a party or something, and that's all you gotta carry, man. Which is pretty neat, man. It's really neat when you fit in everything. So today we're gonna start opening it up and cleaning it up. It might be part 1 or part 2. We don't know how long it takes. So let's go ahead and start. So first of all, we're gonna open it up. Now with this one, see how big it is? So I gotta make sure I get the right one. And you can just do it with it if you want. You could do it with one of these tools, you know. It's up to you. So I got that one loose. And if you guys never opened the cartridge, we're gonna see it open here, how it looks. So there's only 3 of them here. Move this out of the way here. I don't want to damage some of the stuff. And then we're not gonna close and seal it today because so if you guys never ever seen the inside of a cartridge, this is how it looks. The old Super Nintendo, the old Nintendo cartridges. So right now at the moment, we're gonna take this off. We don't need it, no longer need it. This is where the game used to be built, I guess. All the components are in here. And right now it's smelling like glue. I'm gonna put this on the floor first. Okay, so this is the old components that used to be in here. So we're gonna get rid of this part first. We don't need none of that. And for that, you could do a couple of things. You could use a blade for that, or my suggestion is get one of these. I'm gonna show you guys if I could find the damn tool. Every time I need the tools, they're always going missing. Let me see if I move it there. There we go. That's better. Let me move the cartridge out of the way. See if I could get all this stuff going. So one of the tools I have these plier cutters and all that stuff, but in reality you just need the blade, to be honest with you. You need a blade. And then after the blade, you do need something else too. So let me make sure that we get the blade out of the here. Trying to look for the one tool I had here for it in particular. Might have fallen in here. I think I have it right here. Come on, come on. Nope, I can't find it. So we're gonna have to go with this. So on the blade, the way it goes, be careful on the blade because you don't want to pass it through. And what you got to do is just go. All you got to do is cut it underneath of it like that. Make sure that you pass it through a couple times. See how it's cutting? It's just a blade. That's all it does. It's pass it through a couple times and it'll pass through. It's that thin. Hey, welcome to the show. How you doing, man? So we get this Nintendo cartridges and we end up cutting this part. Just keep passing it through a couple times until it gets flimsy. All right. We don't want to damage the cartridge too, so try not to do it sideways or against you. Always cut against you. There it goes. It just passed through one end. I'm gonna keep doing it until it passes through on all the ends. There it goes. So we could have a clean cut. See that? Nice and clean. And we could do it down this way, but be careful. Be careful not to cut yourself. So now I can remove this cartridge part with the blade. Just all you gotta do is keep doing it. It's not that hard to do. Total cost on this system, under $100. It's like, I would say $10 for this, $5 for this, $3 for this, and maybe $1 or $2 for this, and then that's about, and then the memory card, which is another 10, 15 bucks, 10 bucks maybe. So you're looking at pretty close to a $40 build on this. It's not that expensive if you ever want to do something like this. Now, you don't have to do the steps I'm doing. Of course, I'm a little overkilling some of this stuff, but it's because we want to make sure that we have a good build. And let me get a couple of blades out of here too. We'll make sure that we get a couple of things out. We want to smooth it out too. Make sure it's all nice and smooth. See how I did everything? Nice and neat. I want to smooth it out. I do have a filing here, somewhere in here. A little tiny filing. Here it is. Yeah. It's like a nail filer, you know? Make sure that it's smooth. You don't really have to do this, but you gotta. I'm just like that, you know. I'm like kind of cautious about this. Now we want to make sure that this fits in perfectly. If you guys see this, how it fits, almost. There's a couple obstacles that we need to remove in here. This cartridge part, we're not gonna be able to remove it on this side. So the whole thing has to be built on that side, like that. Let me see if I could fit it in here somehow. Yeah, it's gonna have to go on this side. So we're gonna have to open the other opposite end and build it on the other side. Oops. Oh, I just lost the screw. Oh, here it is. Found it. Drop the screw. Sorry, guys. I forgot I had the screws loose. There's 1, 2. There's one more. They'll turn up somewhere in here. Put them there. Alright, so we're gonna have to build it on this side. Also, we're gonna have to remove some of the stuff. See how I just removed it? You got to remove both sides. And one's the top, one's the bottom. And you got to file it in there if you can, you know, because you don't have to really do this. You could just glue the whole thing together like that. But we want to make it look really good, you know. That's what we want to do. We want to make sure that it's a nice build, not just a simple one. So let's go ahead and build the whole thing. Here's the other screw. Cut this one out. Still not loose enough. we go. Perfect. 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 Well, let's see how it goes now. So we do have this design here. I gotta smooth it this corner here. I do have to chip away some of it. For some reason it's not fitting, but oh, I see why here. This thing here. Okay. And we do have the covers in there that we have to remove, so we definitely have to remove these covers here. It's not bad, but we're gonna leave the hole in there so it could make sure it could log in. I mean, it could screw in. I think I got it, so make sure it's nice and clean in there. I'm going to do the other side too, the same. Let me move the camera a little bit higher. There we go, that's better. So I have to stretch it out. Actually, to go lower? No, down. Alright, that's better. Welcome to the educational show. Today is brought to you by the letter A or K for Kiss My Ass. Pretty much an educational show too. Get to learn how to do things, man. You know what? I was supposed to pick something up today and I freaking forgot. Man, I just remember right now. It's something important too. Not for the build. For something I want to show you guys, but not enough you guys watching, so fuck it. It's not worth it. Okay, I think I got it now. So let's see how it works now. So, still too long. For some reason, this thing is way too long. I think I printed it wrong, but I know I printed it right because I took the measurements and I think I just have to file it down a little bit on both ends. Yeah, that's what I'm gonna do, filing on both ends. Well, there it is. There's one end and there's the other. Well, actually, I gotta file it down on one of them. For some reason, it's not going in the middle here. And oh, I see that this one right here, it's hitting this part. Maybe I should just get rid of the side ones completely. But it needs them because it needs to grab onto it. So a little bit more on this side. And I'm gonna file it down from here, but it looks like it's gonna go through. I just gotta make sure that everything's well done. This is pretty much how it's gonna go. Oh, it fit in, but I just gotta cut it a little bit more and file it down. Yeah, I just gotta file it down to make a perfect fit. I don't have my grinder here. Much easier if I have the grinder. If I have the grinder, we could get this done in a matter of seconds. So let me get the grinder here. Where are you? No, no grinder. To look for it, it's going to be a pain in the ass. So I'm just going to complete what I have right now and work with the tools I have until we find that grinder, which I have no idea where I left it at. Damn. Every time I need tools, they freaking disappear all the time. It's not once, it's all the time. It's just hard to find tools all the time. I'm not that organized with my tools. I should be. But it's hard. Let's see if I... Oh. Oh, you know what? I found it. Oh, shit. Might as well grind it out. Damn it. That's not it. That's not it. Nope. Can't find my grinder. Got to go with it. Go with it. Go with the flow. If I could grind this part right here, it'd be awesome. But it's a little difficult. Especially when it's this complicated. Okay, let's see how it goes now from one side. Still hitting here. Okay. I think I got it. So let's test it out again. It's gonna go in here. Let's go in here. Make sure. I think I printed out too fat or something, but it's okay. We could just cut some of this out. So I'm gonna dent it a little bit. This is a 3D printout, so. See again, I don't want to take my chances. Let me see what needs to be cut. Just a little tiny bit. Maybe I'm gonna eliminate this whole part and have it out. If I could grind it a little bit more. Fuck, I wish I had my grinder here. Can't find it. Where is it when you need it? Where is it when you need it? I could just carve this out like nothing, like butter. But no. Doing the old-fashioned way. Just a little tiny bit. How much? A centimeter probably? Yeah, a couple more inches. A couple more centimeters. Hope I won't damage it, man. Because if I do, it's one of the things that you don't want to do. Make sure that... And this is just a filer, a regular filer. And I do have a larger one. But this is going to damage it. I don't want to damage with the larger one. But let's see. I should have measured when I printed out. I should have took better measurements, to be honest with you. You don't really need this part. It's an overkill for your cartridge, but I want to do that. You know what? Let me grind this part. Yeah, I'm gonna do that. Just grind the other side. I wish I knew where my grinder is at. And I think I found it. And I think I'm gonna use it right now. You guys ready for the weekend? Lots of new things coming out this weekend. One thing I'm gonna be trying to get is on Tuesday I'm gonna try to see if I could get Assassin's Creed. That's what I want to get. It's a game I'm looking forward to. Jax. Assassin's Creed. Yeah, it's coming along a little bit more. So, you guys like Assassin's Creed? Are you guys fans for Assassin's Creed? What do you guys like to get? I mean, I was gonna do this on an old video and just fast forward all the steps, but I'm gonna do it live. I say, you know what? Screw that. I'm gonna do this live. Oh, I think we got it. There we go. We got it. See that? Perfect fit now. On this side, it's hitting a little bit right here. I see that. Let's cut it a little bit more. And if you cut some of this part. There we go. What you want, ugly dog? Huh? Okay. I think we got it. So let me see how that works now. Oh, look at that. Fits perfect like a glove. So we got this part. It's a little bendy right there, but it's fine. It will do. You know, we're gonna sit this. We're gonna rest this in there, but I want to see if anything hits when you cover it up, because when you cover it up, you're gonna go like this. And see the bottom part? That's what you don't want. You want to make sure that the top part fits. So we're gonna test it out with the top too. This is the top of it, and of course it goes on this side. So it's gonna be a little crunch time in there, man, because I think we're gonna have to do the same thing we did here to the top too, and line it up. See if it works. We might have. Yep, we're gonna have to do the same thing. Damn it! So we can close it out. Want to fill in the gaps. So whatever we did on the top, we're gonna have to do it on the bottom. And this broke off a little bit. It's okay if it does. Doesn't matter with me. We're gonna see how we're gonna close this. So this part, okay, I gotta cut this part and this part. So let's get it going. That was easy. Damn, why come that comes out so easy? Well, this is gonna be fast. It's easier on this side. Cheaper material. Normally on the other cartridge I got, it didn't do this. It didn't have this. I guess they got a little bit paranoid about their cartridges. Nintendo does this shit, you know. They get paranoid about people opening up stuff and doing all sorts of things. They start putting different kind of screws and stuff like that. And they're like, if you get this far, you're gonna have to buy this tool, you know, or this thing, you know. It becomes a little difficult. They make it difficult, but it's a challenge for people, and that's why people hack stuff and do stuff, because you put obstacle courses like this, it's gonna get compromised one way or another. In fact, I was reading the other day, new products are coming out. People already have hacks for new games and stuff like that. It's been done already. I mean, whoa, that shit hit my face. It's alright. Didn't break my glasses. I got my safety glasses. What you want, ugly dog? My dog keeps coming in and out. What do you want? Want to go inside the house? Give me a couple minutes. We're just gonna get this done and going. I'm gonna do it real quick. This is the hardest part probably of the whole build. Honestly, I already have an image on the Pi 0. Yeah, I got it. I'm cutting too close right there. But it does the job. And to finish it out, we're gonna glue it too. Okay. That should do it. So we got the two sides cut. Finito. Finito. Alright. This is a little sloppy job, but it does the job. Let me see if I could cut it a little bit more because this one's sticking out. There we go. That one. That one. There we go. Now let's put this thing together and test it out. So this one goes like this. I think I need to cut a little bit more on this side now. Find it here. Where the hell did I leave? Oh. This is 3D printed, but it's a little loose right now, so I don't want to do it too much. See, it kind of hits there. I don't know why it keeps hitting that part right there, and don't understand. Oh, I see why. We're gonna have to cut this into the circle a little bit. But I'll compromise the hole. A little bit more. These are sharp. These are pretty good, actually. To the other side too, just in case. There we go. Alright, let's see how that works. Making a mess here, but... So, we're gonna put this in here. That one there. Still, damn it. Damn it. Just go fit in there. There. Something like that. In fact, I'm gonna... yeah, I should just put this on hot glue. Paste it there permanent. Let's test it out how it will look. For some reason it printed too long on these. On this part. Too long. And it was perfect measurements on the machine. But I might not have just... might have went off, but if I melt it a little bit, it'll fit in there. And then we're gonna put in the top just to test it out. Make sure that the top fits too. The top, it goes this way. See, the top fits perfect here, man. Get this rid of this. Almost fits perfect, you know. And when it goes like this, and you put in the cartridges together. That should go something like that. Get rid of all the strings, of course, you know. Something's hitting too. Something's not letting me lock it in. And I think it's because of this. I'm gonna cut a little bit. I'm gonna have to cut this one off. This is it's becoming too of a problem. So I'm gonna have to cut that part right here. Let's do that. Start with this part. I want to make sure it's a perfect fit, that's why. And this is a this is, like I said, it's 3D printing. I 3D printed this. If you don't have this, it's an option. You don't have to do this, alright? See how it fits now? A little bit off, a little bit more. We cut a little bit tiny off. I could do that with scissors, you know? It's so thin I could do it with these thick scissors. That's it. Now let's see. I have to do the same thing we did on the top. Oh, look at that. That's it. So we're gonna have to do the same thing almost to this one, I'm pretty sure. Let's see how well it fits. So we're gonna glue it too. Oh, look at that. Look at that. Perfect. And that's where the HDMI is gonna go anyways. So look at that. That's perfect. You see that, guys? That's what we want to fit. So it could be a perfect cartridge. You see that? All these components are going to go in here. And they're going to fit in there. So let's start the build. Let's go ahead and glue this stuff. So we're going to glue this part permanent. So we'll move and be compromised for later on the line. You gotta do it before it starts melting, so. Okay, got that one. Flip it around. Shit, I got burned. Ah, damn it. Let it settle. Jesus, this thing burns. It is super extremely hot, that's why. Like me. Oh, damn it. So we got that part. You see how that goes? Let it settle. We're gonna permanently glue this one too. So let's go ahead and do that. This is an easier one. Ah, I got some of it. That glue stick's not going through. Okay, that's enough for we can eat. That's it. Glue it there. Make sure it's nice and fitting. Oh, there we go. See, fit it on real quick. Just test it out before it completely permanent fits in there. And here we go. One of them is the bottom one. I have to glue it a little bit more here on this part. There we go. There. So we got that part. Permanent, put it in there. There's a cartridge ready to go. Put the glue gun in the floor because it's not working properly. I'm gonna melt this thing. Let me see. Take it off. Let me see if I can cut some of this. Yeah, I gotta cut some of the glue gun out. So. Some reason it melts it, and some of the glue stuck in the system. But there, we got rid of it. It works now. All right, so we're gonna open it up, let it cool down for a bit. Now, I was gonna put thermal paste on this one, but I think I have the actual tape somewhere in here. Let's see if I have the tape in here. Yeah, I got the tape. Let's put some tape on it. So make sure it completely covers that part. So, where are you, tape? I'll put some of this. You could put some of this glue, some of this stuff too, if you want. There's a 12 I was looking for. Alright, here's another tool we could use that I should have used in the beginning, but I didn't for being lazy and not looking for the right things and looking for it in the wrong time. And here's the tape we're going to use. This is a heating tape. You don't have to do this, but I like to do it so I could Make sure I don't compromise any of the stuff that goes in the back. So I'm gonna hot glue it in here. That's what I'm gonna do. That's why. And we're gonna remove that one. That we have to. So we need to remove that. And I need to be able to access this stuff. So this is an 8 gig. I'm gonna get rid of that. Look at that. I should have done this a long time ago. I should have found this. Look at that. How simple it is. See that? So we're not gonna permanently glue it right now, but you could screw it in. And I think I'm gonna screw it in. What do you guys think, man? Yeah. Let's find some screws. Yeah, so we don't have to, we could take it off. I got a bunch of screws in here. These are too large. Oh, here's the jackpot. Jackpot. So I do have a lot of screws. I'm gonna see which one can we use. Ooh, this one's nice. This is a good one. Let's see if this one fits. That one. Yeah, it should go in there. I think I'm gonna use this one. Let's see if I could put this one in here. Nope, not gonna fit. I need something smaller than that. Really smaller than that. Jeez. And I think I do have one. But they're from the laptops. They're not for... Oh, I just found it. Here it is. It's gonna have to go this one right here. A little tiny one. So let me make sure it passes through. Yeah, look at that. Kind of. Yeah, there it goes. It passes through. But it's a little tough. So let's find a smaller one. And the smaller one right here. Here's the baby one right here. Probably do that one. Yeah, look at that. So get that one in there. I think I might have to get another screw. Yeah, I'm gonna get a thicker one. Hold on, I got a screw box right here in front of me. So I got little tiny screws that I bought just for this occasion because I knew we were gonna run into this kind of issue. So I bought some, and these are tiny ones. They're computer screws. I bought them at Fry's. These. Let's see what kind of screws that we have in here. Oh yes, we're in luck. Yeah. So let me put all these away. These are gonna work because they're made for this thing. And I knew I was gonna run into this kind of issue. So I'm prepared today, guys. I am prepared today. And here's the screws, and they're tiny but they're sharp. Put them right here so you guys can see them. And they have that little curling thing here. We can just screw them in there. So I don't even have to look at that. Look at that. Oh man, it can't go more beautiful than that. So that means I could keep this on. I'm just gonna put 2 of them. I'm not even gonna have to put all of them. Just cross them, each one. But you know what? I have to loosen it up. This one, I tied it up too much. There. I don't want to pressure too much of it. But I don't want it to move it too much. There you go. See? I'll just put 2 of them right now. I'm going to save the other ones for later. Now that I know I have those in there, I don't want to use them all. Then you could glue them in there. And right now, it's not even touching the bottom of it. It's completely... See how it is? It's pretty cool. Let me turn on this light so you can see. Look at that. So right now, it's not even touching the bottom. And it doesn't fall. Perfect. Now we go to the hard part. What? There's a hard part? Oh yeah. Yeah, there is a hard part. And that's putting the thing together. And this is going to be a little pain in the ass. This has to be set up properly. You got to glue them in there. You got to make sure they're all glued properly. I will probably push this one on the outside. And just to let you guys know that you have to plug it in the power one, and the power one is right here. It has to go on this one right here in order to make it work. The power one, it says even power. It says power there. All right, make sure that you do put that one in there. Let me see if I could plug it in first. It goes this way. Damn, It's cutting it close. There we go. Damn, that's cutting it close right there. I think I'm gonna have to get rid of that one. Jesus, I just noticed that part. So, yeah, I'm gonna have to get rid of that part. This has to go. I have to trim it down. So this could fit perfectly fine. It has to be trimmed down to it. So that's fine. We can do that. We have the tools now, which is easy now. I didn't know I was gonna run into that issue until right now. Don't worry about the center one. If you cover it, it's okay. Okay, there. And we are gonna cut a little bit more. Get rid of the whole thing again. We got 2 screw anyway, and then we're gonna glue this anyway, so it doesn't matter. I should have done that in the beginning. I didn't know it was gonna hit until I started testing it out. There we go. Now let's test it out. So this thing was in the bottom. Power. Still hitting. Damn it. Still hitting. We gotta lower it down. Now there you know. On the next print, I'm not gonna print this part out. I'm just gonna cover the hole. This is pretty sharp too. I like this one. But it's not as good as this one, to be honest with you. This one actually cuts through this stuff like butter. There we go. Don't want to turn on no more. Ran out of batteries. So let's test it out again. Now that's a little bit better. Yep, a little bit better. That's way better now. So now we got that part. We gotta glue these together. Gotta glue everything. And I will consider the power on this side. Put it in here, because that's what it's made for the power. And then this one like that. This one's gonna be an empty slot right now. It's gonna go like something like that, guys. And we're gonna test it out, see how it goes with the cartridge on the top. Let's see how it goes. Without gluing it, I'm just gonna see if I could run it. And nope. So I need to cut this thing down too. Jeez, or I could go this way. Put it in this one. Put it in here, here, and here. Yeah, that will work right there. Just test it out, make sure it does. And then we have to test out the other one, the HDMI. But I would prefer this one on the end, because it's the power. Or this one the beginning, and these two by itself. Yeah, you know that? That's going to work like that. These things here. Yeah, I'm going to have to twist it. Shit. So, like I said, you're going to have to mess with this stuff, you know? It's not easy. And that's going to fit, but then I have to bring in this other one in here. That's the curve in here. So we're going to test it out, see how it goes. I want to glue anything yet. So in reality, this is going to be popping out more. But right now, I can't even close it because this last one here, oh, just pushed it out. So I'm going to have to glue it in here permanent. Put them all down like that. Something like that. But this is going to be all the way to the top. So you can plug in your controllers, 2 controllers, and then the power and HDMI. So we're going to see if we can do that. Let's see. Now that we have that part, we're going to see if we can stretch this one. This is the hardest one right here because it's the thickest one. And and it's the hardest one too. And it has to go all across this whole thing, and it has to be certain angle here. It has to go this way. I might have to trim this one down. Fit in here. Let me just test that out. See how it looks like that. Just to test it out. See if I have to, what I have to trim. Yeah, I have to trim some of it, so I have to trim a little bit, a piece of it. And yeah, it's, see how the sandwich is not fitting. So all you got to do is simple. This is simple. We could use the blade on this one and shave some of it off. It's okay if you compromise some of the metal. It's just the plastic that we're cutting. And this is not the hard part. So shaving it off, you got to make sure you have a nice sharp blade. Alright? Alright. I don't want to compromise too much of the copper, but I'm going to do both sides, alright? Sorry about the noise, but there. A little bit more corners. Alright, let's see how that works now. So in reality, it's gonna go this way. How much do I have to shave off? I gotta shave up on the top. Actually, that's not bad. That's not bad right there. Let's see without this thing. Let me get rid of this one. Just to test it out. And pretending I plugged this one in. Let me plug it in too. I don't want to bend the pins this way. And we're gonna get rid of this one too. So get rid of this one right here. Yeah, let me plug that one first. That's it. So let's see how much I shaved off from there. So that's not bad actually. Let's see how it will look. If it makes sure that there's nothing hitting on the top. And we have a little bit of contact that we gotta delete from this side. But other than that, it's really good. I mean, it's coming on long. So let's go ahead and clean it out a little bit more.
Rushy_TV, hey, how's it going?
Hey,
Glad I could catch you online, been watching the shows I've missed.
Oh man, no problem, man. I'm actually doing a Super Nintendo Retro Pi system in here with the cartridge. It's gonna be inside the cartridge, a Pi, the whole system inside the cartridge. And we started in the beginning. We hot glued this thing. We 3D printed this stuff. You caught me almost in the end of it, so which is good, you know, because I'm shaving it off. Make sure that it fits in on the Pi itself. So it's not bad. It's not bad. And I screw these in here. I printed these out. You don't have to really print them out, but to make them look pretty, you know, I take an extra step. I take precautions. I like to be cautious about these things, you know, and make sure that I plan these out. It took me quite a while to do these. I actually did 3 of these before, and they were a hit. Because you could take these to a party and play all your Nintendo games, all your super. It depends on the hard drive that you put in there. Depends on the micro SD card. You could put all sorts of things in there. Right now I'm just shaving it off so it could fit in here because I just wanted to be nice and snuggy, you know. So these are little hacks that we do, and just by the way, we're building it for you guys. This is gonna be some part of the contest. You guys gonna be able to win this one in particular, right? So right now we're gonna just shave it. I'm just testing it out. Details on Monday for how to win this. All right. Get rid of all the plug I put in there. Make sure that it fits in there perfectly. I gotta measure this part right here because I'm gonna glue it. I'm gonna hot glue this thing, and once it's hot glue in there, I'm not taking it out. So we're gonna test it out, see how it goes. Of course, it's not gonna have the Magic Johnson sticker. We're gonna get rid of that, and it's still hitting some of it, but we're gonna trim it down some more. And I have to trim it down more on this side. So let's continue on the trimming of this side. Yeah, there's a lot of it. Of course, I got a sharp X-Acto knife, and I'm really cutting deep in there, but try not to compromise the metal pieces too much. But you know what? You go compromise the whole thing. Look at that. There's a plastic in there. That is crazy. So I'm just gonna cut the whole damn plastic. I didn't even know that. That is crazy. Look at that. It's just a whole piece of plastic that it's just covering that part.
Rushy_TV, is that the Wi-Fi version?
This is not the Wi-Fi version. This is the older version. I do have the Wi-Fi right here. It's sitting somewhere in here. I do have that version, but I'm not gonna give that one out. That's mine. That stays with me. That one's I like that one. I want to be able to transfer stuff over back and forth, you know. So let me see if I could. I don't want to compromise too much of the copper. Make sure it works too. And this is pretty neat. I mean, if you guys ever start a project, something like this is a great project to start, man, to do something like that. Cartridges, you could buy them without any logos now. They sell them online, print it, or you could 3D print your cartridge if you want. It's up to you. So let me cut this. Oh, this is gonna be good. Let's see how it fits now. Oh yeah. So let's test it out. Making a mess, but it's worth it. And let's see how that fits. Still gonna have to cut some of the plastic, but it's actually fitting better than before. Yeah, I could cut some of the plastic down. I don't have to keep it there, but let's test it out. Have you seen all my shows, or you've been catching other people's shows, or what's going on? I mean, there's a lot of shows I have. I mean, I have 500 videos in there to watch, and I know it's a lot. It's a lot, but I've been busy, little B. And like I said, I have 2 shows. You know, I have this one and Upgrade. Upgrade, I have a lot of videos too, but I got more on this one. This is kind of my bread and butter one. You know, I like this show better because it has a lot of stuff I'd like to do. You know. So it's something's hitting still. It might be the top. It might be the plastic. This whole plastic thing. I might have to go. Yeah, let me just. I might have to take out the whole plastic.
Rushy_TV, your shows LOL. Been catching up more of the recent ones I missed since I first tuned in.
Oh, no problem, man. Thank you, man. I appreciate it. Yeah, I'm planning to do some other stuff. I'm doing some animation right now. You guys like 3D animation? But I'm doing it for the show. It's gonna be a cartoon for the show, a funny gaming cartoon. You know, that's what I'm working on right now. That's what it's been on the works. Trying to do something funny. Maybe something that will catch on. You know, like I say, I'm everywhere. I do a lot of stuff, man. I do all sorts of things with this stuff, you know. But this is kind of what I like to do.
Rushy_TV, do you stream your work on it?
On my work? Well, like what kind of stuff? Like this? I'm streaming this because it's something that I'm teaching you guys from the ground up. So if you ever want to do something like that, and if I make mistakes online, you learn from them, you know, not to do them. So
Rushy_TV, the animation you're working on.
Oh, do you guys want me to do tutorials on that? I could do that. I have not streamed anything like that yet, any tutorials, but I could do that. I'm doing it in 3D Max. I'm creating them in Maya, the characters. Also, I'm doing the puppeteering through the Photoshop, the animating one. There's another one. I've been working on different formats, but mostly 3D Max right now, because I want to show you guys something. Have you guys seen Lucas the Spider? If you guys haven't seen Lucas the Jumping Spider, take a look at it. They're like 5 seconds, 10 seconds videos, but they're incredible. It's animation stuff, you know. And I was thinking, hey, you know what? I'm gonna do something like that for the show, but gaming related, you know. And right now, Fortnite's pretty big, you know. Maybe make some fun of Fortnite or something funny like that. So I've been thinking about stuff like that. Okay.
Rushy_TV, that would be interesting to me anyways.
Yeah.
To watch it.
Yeah.
And I've seen that it's some good stuff they do for Lucas.
Yeah, I like that. So that's why I started doing that. And I have all the, you know, I have all the production stuff, and I do that part-time. Like I do that as a hobby. Like I said, I was a 3D graphic designer. I was a graphic designer. I wanted to work for Disney. That was my true story, honestly. And I started drawing, and I do comic books. I do all sorts of things. I was even going to do a drawing, live drawing here. You know, it's kind of big right now, but in reality, it's just too much for the show. I think I'm going to start another segment just for that. You know, because it's a lot of work. It's a lot of stuff too. So. But I don't want to overwhelm this show. You know, I want more of the gaming type here. That's why I'm more of the gaming on this part of it. Well, I see where the problem is at. So there's a little part right here that we have to cut down. See if I don't compromise it. But I do want to get in more into that stuff. And then if it hits, if you guys like it, let me know about it, man. I'm gonna try to see if I can finish it out, but it's taking me a long time because you know, there's some stuff that's not easy to do, and when you're by yourself doing all this stuff,
Rushy_TV. Oh wow, cool. I love to design in Photoshop, but nothing more. I'm no artist, lol. If you do some of those streams on another channel, I will definitely tune in.
Yeah, I have a couple of games I created too for let me see if I have it here. Yeah, I have one game that I made. It was on the. It's no longer on the store no more. I took it off because I wasn't producing any money. And let me see if I have it here. It's a dumb little game, but it's called Teddy Poppins. Let me see if I can put it in here. And it comes with. I'll do it this side, so you guys can see. Oh, it's just basically a little bear that you control with your hand. And I did all the animation in here and everything. And you start the game, and the game has like over 100 levels almost. It's too difficult, people said. So that's why I ended up see, it just pops the balloon every time, but it's just very difficult, and it took me a while. It took me almost a year to create this whole thing. So this game took me a year, honestly. And I had a year actually off, so that's what I was doing, and I did this game and 3 other ones, but this game was like my heart and soul. I actually spent too much.
Rushy_TV. Wow /.
Yeah, I made that game back in maybe 3 years ago, I think it was, and I'll tell you a true story. Honestly, I went through chemo during the time, and I don't like to talk about it because my kids don't know. That's the thing. And I stayed home and I taught myself, because I always wanted to do gaming. So I taught myself how to do that. And it took me a year, but I accomplished something, because I didn't think you know, some people don't, when things happen to you, you think you don't have a year, you know? But it wasn't that bad. Mine wasn't that bad, to be honest with you, but it was something that is a life-changing thing, you know? And so I created that.
Rushy_TV. Oh wow, that's insane. Sorry to hear, and keeping it from your kids, that must have been tough.
They still don't know. I mean, just my wife and I, we don't talk about it to anybody but us, you know, because in the stream. But my kids don't watch the stream, which is good because I don't want them to. But that's why, you know, that's why I do these things, you know, because legacy, you know, you always want to leave something behind, and, you know, or something. But not. I'm okay. I've been okay for years. You know, it's something that people get scared and they go through. But medicine today is real powerful, and God is very powerful. You know, and miracles are very powerful. So I believe in all that stuff, because I'll tell you a story how I discover stuff. You know, and it's funny because I think, if you guys ever heard the story of God sending the ship, the boat.
Rushy_TV. Glad to hear.
Yeah, so it's just one of those things that you hear about things, and I got motivated to do stuff like that, and ever since then I've been thinking about doing a show. So I started at the beginning of this year, I believe. I'm not quite sure when I started the show, but it's been positive. It's been positive and therapeutical, you could say, you know, because you go through problems at work or other places, and, you know, you just want a place that you want to speak to people and give them some sort of help on certain things, you know. So that's me. I like to do that. So this is what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna get rid of the back end of this one, and I help people out. That's my job. I do that, you know. I do that for a living. Computer help. But you know, it gets more close to you when it's like somebody you helped out online. Like the other day, this guy, you know, he needed help and I was able to help him. But it happens a lot, you know, and I'm there, you know. But the thing is, it's I don't like to help everybody out at once. I want them to learn on their own. You know, that's my whole thing. Learn on your own. Get your own skills, you know, motivate yourself. Do your own streams. Do what you need to do. And I think a lot of stuff like that, people don't think that they don't have a chance or they can't do it. But you know what? There's haters in the world. But those people should be your motivation to do stuff, to be honest with you. Shouldn't be the motivation to stop you. So, I'm trying to fit this thing sucker in, but I'm having complications here with this. I have to cut more of this stuff. Just don't want to mess around with this part right here. I know it fits perfectly. Oh, I see why. Damn it. Because of this stupid little thing here. There we go. Let's see if that works now. So now that we have this, we're going to glue it here. And then we're going to go in here. But I'm not glue it yet because I still need to put the other ones in place. And it's going to go something like that. But I mean, make sure that it's in place before I close it out. And I want to make sure it's smooth in there. So when you connect it, you take this cartridge, you buy a cartridge sleeve, and you take it with you to a party. You take your power cord and your not even your power cord. They have a charger for a freaking joy. Plug it in, plug in your controls, and you're ready to go and play the old school games, man. So let's see if we could get this one going. Well, we got this one. We're gonna glue it here. But prior to that, like I said, this is like $3, guys. This is $3. Inexpensive. USB. Remember, it goes into the first one. It doesn't go into the back one. And it says USB, and the other one says power. It has to go within the power. Now the power gives it power, and it also produces it generates the connection for the USB. All right. So just remember that that's important. And we are gonna glue these together, and I think it's gonna fit on in here. But just to make sure, let's test it out first. You know, it's because this is the last part of this. But it's the hardest part, to be honest with you. It's not the easiest part. I was gonna say it's like easy, but it's not. It's the most difficult part. So we go through here, and I think I'm gonna have to cut some of it. Yeah, I think I'm gonna have to either fold it somewhere else because it's not reaching. I can't reach this part right here. This part needs to be all the way over here so I could be able to. In reality, it should have been on this side, but I couldn't get it to work on that side, and I was trying to. If I glue it here, maybe that will work. And then, oh, you know what? That will probably work if I do this. Oh yeah, that would probably work right there. Right there. But I gotta make sure that it closes. So let's test it out with the enclosure. If I glue them there, it'll be there. Yeah, you know what? That's gonna work. That's gonna work. So I'm gonna do that. Keep them all tied in there, and yeah, that's what I'm gonna do. So I'm gonna glue that one there first. That's the most important one. So let's do that one first. Hot glue it. Oh, that's too much hot glue, but it doesn't hurt anybody. Just leave it there. Hold it for a second.
Rushy_TV looks good.
Yeah, yeah. It's a simple hack, you know, under $30. I would say, you know, this whole thing. Raspberry Pi, the older one, they're $10. They're probably cheaper now, you know. This USB is $3. This HDMI is $3 too. Also, the cartridges you could buy them online. They have them without the decals now. The only thing I had to do that you might not be able to is this part, and I 3D printed this. I have a 3D printer. I printed this out. I do a lot of 3D printing. That's why I like to do those character designs, you know, like the Hulks and stuff like that. I like to print those things and paint them too. I do paint them, not too much because it's hard, you know. It's a little difficult sometimes, but it's going there. We're gonna try to see. Oh, you know what? Let me see if okay, this is fine. So see how it's flush in there. It's flush in there, which is good. That's what I want. So you can plug it in. Now we're gonna go with the other part. We're gonna plug in this one, and then this one right here. We're gonna glue those two, but make sure they're one way too, so you have to flip them around, and that's gonna work perfect right there. So let's go ahead and plug in the other one. let's go ahead and glue the other one. I'm sorry. So we're gonna glue this part. I'm gonna hold the glue there. Push it to the front. Make sure it's all the way to the front. It's not compromised in the bottom because we want to make sure we are able to plug in our controller there. And this is gonna come out really good. Actually, I'm stoked about it. And I screw these. I didn't glue them. You could glue them on the back, but I screwed it because I want to be able to take it off and take the memory chip and add more games. Because this is not the wireless one. If it was the wireless one, and another thing is too, you can also plug in a USB and transfer the games through a USB too. That's another thing you can do. But right now we're just leaving it as it is, temporary, and I could just unplug these two and plug it in and it's ready to go. But that's one. Now we're gonna do the other one. Make sure they're facing the same way. This is a pretty little good stuff that you can do yourself, but you know, it's just if you have the time. Some people don't have the time. Now this is pretty neat. I've seen this before. People doing this stuff. But now in style. So now we're gonna glue the hard one, this one right here. We're gonna try to keep it together here. See if I can glue that one. I'm gonna start gluing all the way over here in the back and making more cushion so it could come up from the side. It's okay if it comes on the side. It's fine. I just don't want it to, and make sure that it's visible, the HDMI. And if you want, you can even cushion it some more. Now, one thing I don't want to be compromising this part. Oh, shit. This part, because I am going to start passing it through. And here we go. That's it. So, make sure it's nice and neat. Perfect. Now, we're going to test it out. We're not going to crazy glue it today. I normally would crazy glue this, but not today. Today we're just gonna sandwich it in. And of course you have another USB port here, but we don't have that 4-port, and they do sell them. And it's perfect. See how it is? Sandwich. Now, let me get... Now you can buy this joysticks, these Nintendo games, right? These old school Nintendo. These are cheap. This is like $8, I think it was, for two. $10 or $8. So we're just gonna make sure that we didn't compromise the glue. You know, it's in there, and that's it. And HDMI in there. I'm not gonna hot glue it right now together. I'm just testing it out here. Oh, in fact, I'm gonna disconnect this. I don't want it to permanent sealed in there. So this is set already. I could glue this stuff so it won't move in here. In fact, I'm gonna do that. Some of it there. Just this part so it won't lift too much. And then tomorrow we could test it out. We could test it out today. It's just, I don't have the time right now. But to be honest with you, it's just looking good. It just comes out really good. And I'm going to remove the stickers. Put my own stickers, you know, in here. Make sure it's all nice and neat. And here we have a Super Nintendo cartridge. Raspberry Pi Zero. There's one hole in here, which is okay. I might seal it. I might seal it with more of the sealant. I do have some, so I might just seal it permanent, so it could be a permanent spot. But this is
Rushy_TV. Nice work.
It's pretty much done. You know, right now it's sandwiching in there, but I don't want to keep it there too much because I'm letting the glue settle. And I am gonna grind a little bit here, just a little tiny bit. But overall, I think the cartridge is all settled, done, and let me see, make sure it's all, yeah. How about this? Let me see. Yeah, you know what? I don't even need this one. This is the one that's not even needed. I don't even need that one. I don't even know why I got that one. It doesn't go anywhere. It doesn't go anywhere. It just stays in the way. So we're gonna remove that one. It just needs these two on the side. That's one. That's 2. That should be giving more space. That's why it's been it's been hitting there. So it was gonna work either way, but I just liked it to be perfect, you know. And that's where it's gonna go. It closes in right now, and I could screw these 3. I could actually screw these 2, not the center one. The center one I had to cut it down because. But overall, it's set up, and that's your Super Nintendo cartridge on the go. I hope you guys enjoy it, and I'm gonna call it a day. I just wanted to make sure you guys got it down, the whole 3D print, not the 3D print, but the whole Raspberry Pi built. It's already set up. Didn't use that much hot glue to begin with because just to set up this part.
Rushy_TV. When's the next stream?
Next stream. I'll probably come back in an hour, to be honest with you. Depends. I mean, it's 10:30 right now. I might play a little bit. Depends on who's on right now, because I normally play with some people and then my crew, you know. But lately they've been slacking, man. Everybody's been slacking. Right now nobody's on board. They're all sleeping. And tomorrow's Friday. Tomorrow I think I'm gonna come back and play. Tomorrow I'm gonna play all day and all night. I'll play sometimes at 2 o'clock in the morning, midnight, or depends. But today, I'm just going to call it a little short. I just want to make sure that you guys got this done. I am going to do another one, and we're going to do the other one on this cartridge too. Now, this is a little difficult because there's less space in here. And if you guys want the games, I could give you guys games for free too. This is part of the game. This is a Magic Johnson game that I don't even need. I bought this thermal tape. This tape is made in China. This high temperature tape.
Rushy_TV. I'll tune in if you stream. I'll be awake.
Oh yeah, but not. I don't think today. I think I'm gonna call it a day today because I gotta get up for Friday, finish this Friday out, and this weekend I have 3 games I need to play that I was giving keys and they want my insight on it. One was a Creed. It's a VR game. I don't know if you guys like VR, but I do a lot of VR too. I like VR. Here's my VR system. It's the Vibe. I got something new that I wanted to talk about. That I don't think I have the time today to talk about it because I want to play with this. But I'm gonna show you guys. Look at that. It just came in today. This is a badass router. I just want to make sure. I want to test it out and go in there first before I talk about it. I'm not gonna open it right here.
Rushy_TV. I love VR. Just need money to get one. LOL.
Well, you know what? I was thinking about giving one out. But I think I need more subs to do that. To be honest with you, we have this one here. This is an easy one. Have you guys seen this one before?
Rushy_TV. That's a good router. I've seen that before.
Yeah. Have you guys seen this VR too? This is a really good one too, and it's an expensive one. It's not that. This is a 32 gig. I didn't go for the 50 or the 60, whatever it is, 64, the next one. But this is like a really good one. I really enjoyed it. But the quality is not there yet. It still needs some work. So recording games on this one is a little more difficult, to be honest with you. But it's a good one. It's a good one. And we are going to come back and set up some more stuff later. But today it's all about this. It's all about this today. Just here in the stream how to set this up from scratch. So if you ever want to build something maybe under 30 bucks, under 30 bucks I would say you could build something like that. Other than the 3D print that I did myself, you could do this without the 3D print, but under $30 I would say you could build this yourself. If you have a cartridges and you have the time, like I said, I'm gonna give you a demo. This part right here, this was $3. These were $3. This was $3. That's $6 right there, right? And then this is like 12 bucks, 10 bucks, you know, that's like, you know, it's up to you, you know, 16, 17, you know, and then the memory card, which is whatever memory you're going to put in there. 32 gigs is a good, decent amount. So 32 you could buy on Amazon for like 15 bucks, 10 bucks, you know, so everything was under 30 bucks. Like I said, you know, really neat. The cartridge is the only thing I spent $5 on the cartridge. I bought this on the Swap Me. So other than that, it's a good build. It's easy. We'll turn it in next time, see how it works, and if you guys want to check it out, and I'll put it on the next stream. But for now, I'm gonna call it a day. Good night. Oh, and I do want to see, you could actually fit one of these computers in here too, but this one actually works better on this one. I might just fit it in here this way and have the extra connection on the outside. Probably I'm not quite sure, but I want to open this computer and put it in here. This is an actual computer. Fit the whole computer in here, and this actually plays better than this one. So I might put this machine to use somewhere else, but other than that, that's in the next episode. We might come in to build. Today I just wanted to build this one. I'm gonna keep building some more of these because I'm gonna give this away, and then I'm gonna give the other one too away. I got a bunch of these already. I do these a lot. So
Rushy_TV, have a good night till next time.
All right, guys. I'll see you guys. Have a good night, and until next stream, and hope you guys enjoy it, and good night.